Kaliningrad, nearly 1,000 miles from the rest of Russia. The most practical way to get supplies like coal and metals to this enclave by the Baltic Sea is by train. But that supply route has hit the buffers, thanks to EU sanctions over Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. Kaliningrad might be 800 miles from Moscow, but it's strategically important. The Baltic Fleet is headquartered there. But with no land border, Russia has sent goods by rail and road through Lithuania. Now the EU member has refused to allow some Russian goods to pass. Moscow will have to try to send them by sea. In Kaliningrad today, one of Putin's top security officials, Nikolai Patrushev, accused Lithuania of bringing in an illegal blockade at the suggestion of the West and said Moscow would retaliate.
This example shows that you cannot trust either verbal statements by the West or written ones. Russia will certainly respond to such hostile actions. Appropriate measures are being worked out between departments and will be taken in the near future. Their consequences will have a serious negative impact on the population of Lithuania.
Exactly what the consequences might be, economic or military, Russia didn't say. But bear in mind, Lithuania is a member of NATO, and any military action would draw a response from the alliance as a whole. Lithuania says it's ironic Russia is accusing the West of violating international law. The EU's ambassador, summoned to the Russian Foreign Ministry so the Kremlin could complain, said he'd asked Moscow to remain calm and resolve the issue diplomatically.
And here I had the opportunity to make clear the EU position that there is no such thing as a banning of transit, there is no such thing as a blockade. I appealed to the Russian side to remain cool-headed, not to escalate.
Meanwhile, in Ukraine, Russia is escalating its assault in the east. The city of Severodonetsk now feels like the epicenter of the fighting. Russian forces have captured almost all of the city. And in a grim echo of the siege of the Azovstal steelworks in Mariupol, they've pushed Ukrainian soldiers and hundreds of civilians back to this chemical factory. These are some of the evacuees from the east, people leaving the city of Sloviansk after fighting intensified. Emma says it was a very frightening situation, and she's leaving her disabled husband behind, where there's no power or water and no bread. Sophia says fighting was raging, children were scared. You never knew when a shell might hit your house, she says, so they fled. After nearly 4 long months of fighting, the people of Ukraine are exhausted. But the Russian president's appetite for war is not. Vladimir Putin today vowed to strengthen his armed forces by the end of the year.